Hello everyone, I am Daniel Varga and here with me James, who also made a PaCE1 video for TOE with Curt Jaimungal YouTube channel. James, please introduce yourself.
So my name is James Sirois. I come from Canada. I'm a writer and a filmmaker and a teacher. And I've built a theory of everything, which is why you and I are talking right now.
Yeah, all right, welcome. And may I ask you, where did you find the contest?
Sure. So I found the contest on the Discord community of Curt Jaimungal's theory of everything, or theories of everything. It was in the chat, it was mentioned, and then I looked at his video, and that's how I caught wind of it.
All right, and in this case, you probably found the Discord first from the YouTube channel?
That's right. I had seen some videos and found his Discord from his YouTube videos.
Also, I am curious about why did you make a video, or what was the motivation for you?
So basically, well, it's a philosophy emerged. I wasn't really looking to create one, but it emerged naturally a few years ago, and I think it was built enough so that I could present it. And so the only thing I needed was a little bit of encouragement. So what really did it was you. You actually mentioned in the Discord, hey, James, maybe you should go ahead and enter the contest. So it was really you and another person, I forget who had encouraged me to do it. Yeah.
Actually, as I looked into your video, seems like the video quality is really good. So you mentioned you have a filmmaker background.
Mhm.
So could you talk about how did you make the video, or how long it took just to make?
Sure. I basically had it's kind of interesting because I was 1 week before I was in the desert shooting some material for this contest. Not for this contest, but in a way that I could use it for the contest. And I never actually ended up using that footage. Because I had been presenting my book, and my book talks about my philosophy. So this was for the pitch video for a crowdfunding campaign, and I decided not to use any of that footage because it really was too long. There was nothing really good about it. In any case, just want to mention that. And the way that I came to make the video that I did was I was working in a school, and the photographer that I know there it was picture day, and he already had a backdrop set up and the lights and everything. I'm traveling all the time, so I don't have all the equipment that I need. I just have my camera and stabilizer and a couple little other things. So it was just luck that the quality was so good, because when I got there, he had all the equipment that I needed to make it really good. Because people think it's just the camera. It's not. It's lighting. Lighting is the trick. You need really good lighting. And he happened to have a really good lens there that I could use on my camera. So I happened to have a great lens, great lighting, and he also had a gadget that allowed me to put my phone on top of the camera so I could read the texts that I had prepared for the video on the teleprompter. So I just did it in 2 takes, and that's why everything kind of came out pretty good.
Could you just describe your video in a longer sentence, or in a short way?
Sure. Actually, so my theory, it uses dualism as a mechanism to reconcile physics and metaphysics. So it's based on something that I call coexistence theory. And that theory itself states that existence and non-existence coexist. So this is very paradoxical, and I dive into what paradoxes are to resolve it and for us to kind of transcend the idea that coexistence theory is false. You start to understand it, what it does. And so it basically, out of that theory, emerges an equation, which I call the infinity limited, and that's why I've titled the video Infinity Limited. So that really encapsulates this reconciliation that I'm talking about.
That sounds really interesting. And yeah, I watched your video and it was really concise and the video quality was really good. Also, I would like to ask you, did you watch another PaCE1 contest videos? And if you could mention maybe three and one of your favorites, that would be nice.
Sure, yeah. So I watched a few. Some of them were quite entertaining, and the ones that I really vibed with the most, that really spoke to me, was Tyler Goldstein's, and I'm not sure. Maybe it's Goldstein. I don't know. In German, that's how you pronounce it. So, but anyway, so he made a video about how, like, what is a theory. So he didn't even present his theory. He just presented the definition of a theory, and that was quite brilliant. I think that had a lot of merit all on its own. And then the other two was jumping continuity theory, which is your theory, which I believe was very abstract at first, and it took me a while to understand it. But as I kept going and understanding it, I started to see just how profound it was. So that was an interesting. It was more of my interactions with you that allowed me to find the theory to be one of the most valuable there. And then the other one, of course, is Roy's. And however, his theory, I don't know if I watched his video, his PaCE1 video. I think I had seen other videos of his, but it might have been it was through the PaCE1 that I found him. So yeah, the triune model I found was brilliant, and it actually made me realize that my own model, which is based on duality, is actually also a triune. So it was pretty cool. So those are my three favorite ones. So.
Do you have anything to say? Do you have any idea about why the contest was good, or just to tell something about Curt?
Sure. Well, so one of the things that Curt was hoping for by building this community, as far as what he's said, is that he's hoping for to create a kind of ecosystem or an environment where non-academics could also thrive in the public intellectual space, and at the very least meet each other to further their theories and to bring about clarity and so on. And so it's a very rich community in that sense. And why I think that's worked and why it works is precisely because I was able to find you and Roy through this community, and it emerged a new theory, an even more complete one, and a greater theory of everything, which we discussed last night in our interview, which is unity theory. So I thought I had a theory of everything, but it was only until I met you and Roy that I realized, oh, in fact, the unity of everything, or the theory of everything, necessarily includes three types of theories, and we had those three types. So all that was left was the fourth type of theory, which I believe there is, and it is a self-description. So the theory has to describe itself. And so that's why I really think Curt did a great job, that the community that he's fostered really works. And there's other people on the platform that I've listened to and I've seen are also onto something. We all seem to have different facets of the same absolute reality. So yeah, I would say that's my reason for why I think it's a great platform, and I look forward to seeing where it goes. So.
All right, thank you very much. I would like to ask you a question. If you could provide me one book or one YouTube video or one article, what you should provide me? What should I watch or listen, or not just me, for the audience?
Sure. Right away, it's called Zero, The Biography of a Dangerous Idea by Charles Zeife. That book, it will knock you on your butt. Great book.
All right, thank you. That will also will be in the description, and I will ask you to provide every link you should be on the description, so we will show that as well. And thank you very much. And
Thanks for having me on. Yeah, I just want to say, like, I appreciate the opportunity to do this interview. And perhaps this will give a little bit more exposure so that we can all meet and talk a little bit more. And so thanks for furthering that mission.
all right, yeah, thank you very much, and have a great evening.
All right, thanks. Take care, Daniel. See you in the Discord.